The excitement continues in Day 5 of the 2013 FIBA Americas Championships for men. Tonight, Mexico and Argentina go head-to-head in a country where two-thirds of Venezuela does not have electrical power. As we look at today's results, Paraguay and the Dominican Republic played up to about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, and that game was called because that's exactly when the brownout happened. The game between Canada and Uruguay was postponed for the last slot tonight, a late-night start. As we look at Group B standings, Gail Goodrich and Alvaro Martin with you. Mexico, of course, with a great chance right now to have command of this group and go into the next round with 6 points, which would really put them in first place in their group.
Well, you're absolutely right. But this is going to be a big game because Argentina, if they win this game tonight, and then we look at the roster, but if they win this game tonight, they actually win Group B, and Mexico will finish second. This is the Argentina roster. Again, I think we need to focus on number 4, Luis Scola, who has not played particularly well. Certainly not his normal game. Will he come out here and step up? But also, you want to focus on number 7, Campazzo, the guard, the point guard. He literally took over the game in the last minute last night when Argentina posted their comeback from behind 15-point deficit against Venezuela and won it in the last minute. So I'm looking forward to absolutely really an exciting game, a game that will be hard fought, as this once again will determine who wins Group B going into the second round.
This Argentine team was beaten by the Dominican Republic. It was really a thrashing, and that had not happened in 24 years. It was a 19-point loss to the Dominican Republic, and many doubts creeped in. And then Venezuela really dominated that game, Gail, for about 3 quarters. And then when Luis Scola fouled out with 5 minutes and 21 seconds left, the entire Poliedro here in Caracas, all the Venezuelan fans felt this game is in the bag.
Well, you're right, and as you go back and you look, there are some teams that just figure out how to win, and that's exactly what Argentina did last night. They knew how to close out the game, and they did. Venezuela did not. The fourth quarter, Venezuela only scored 11 points. In fact, went the first 6 minutes of that fourth quarter without scoring a point. And you just can't do that. You've got to be able to close out games. But today's a new day. Argentina played the second game last night. They're playing the first game tonight, so they will have to bounce back. I think that they have a little bit more depth than Mexico. Mexico played yesterday morning. They've had a little bit of rest. You now look at the roster for Mexico, and you want to focus on number 8, Gustavo Ayon. He is the heart and soul of this Mexico team. He is a player that is 6'9". He's athletic. He plays his basketball in the NBA. I believe he just got traded to the Atlanta Hawks. Last year he was with the New Orleans Pelicans. He is a player that thus far has averaged 17.5 points a game. He is a force in the center position. It will be interesting to see how he matches up against Juan Gutierrez, the fine center, who has played also for Argentina. He's also played very, very well, averaging 13 points a game. So those two will go head-to-head, and that will, I think, will be just a wonderful matchup to watch. Again, go back. I'd like to, you want to focus on Campazzo, the number 7 for Argentina, the point guard, and he's going to go against number 7, Gutierrez, a player that is 24 years old, a point guard, more of a combo guard for Mexico, who played his college ball at the University of California.
And now the national anthem of the Republic of Argentina. Ranked third in the world, Argentina is trying to advance and place themselves for the second round. Now the national anthem of Mexico. Mexico has never won the first 3 games of a first round of a FIBA Americas Championship, and they have never finished the first round unbeaten. That is at stake, as well as the first place in their group. Mexico is ranked 32. They want to return to the first World Basketball Championships in 39 years. They last played in San Juan, Puerto Rico, back in 1974. Maraño to your right, Vasquez to your left, Steven Seibel, the Canadian, in the middle. Now, we have to, again, restate, Gail, there's been a basically countrywide brownout. As we look at the starting lineup, Marcos Delia back again as the starting center. Marcos Mata back again as the starting small forward. And we are on backup power here at the Poliedro, and they have not yet turned on the air conditioning.
That's for sure.
And
it is warm under the lights here.
The reason why I say that it may affect both the players, especially as the game unfolds, and also the moisture on this court. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as we look at Julio Lamas, who's trying to shepherd this group. He's got 5 players under the age of 24. The Mexican starting lineup, you mentioned Gustavo Ayón, the 2'6" star. He so far may well be the MVP of the entire tournament, but keep your eye also on Jorge Gutierrez and Orlando Mendez.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Mendez particularly had a big game yesterday, and so it's be an interesting ball game. I look for Argentina to really use a lot of players, use their depth. I think that they will pressure Mexico. I'm not sure that Mexico has the ball handlers to withstand a lot of pressure defense, and also Argentina plays their best when they get the ball out in transition and get a high percentage shot, usually a 3 on the break. So I think that those will be the things that are the keys to the game for Argentina. Mexico is going to have to take care of the basketball, avoid the turnovers, and able to get into their offense early before Argentina can really set up this pressure defense that I think that they will be playing. And then they also have to go to Ayón. Ayón is very effective in the center position. He does, however, I think get a little bit tired. He's only averaged a little over 20 minutes a game, actually 25 minutes a game. The coach has really monitored his minutes thus far, and which is a good thing because this is the 4th game for both teams in 5 days.
And Sergio Valdeolmillos, the coach for Mexico, has done perhaps the best coaching job of the entire tournament. And I don't mean that because Mexico is not expected to be here at the stage unbeaten and perhaps ready to sweep his group. The way he's put together this team, the way he's melded foreign players with Mexican-born players, the way he's infused the lineup with athleticism, youth, and an attitude now. Mexico used to have a very different attitude coming into this tournament. This is a very different team. Argentina is going to have a taste of it right now.
Well, this is a golden opportunity for Mexico. Again, if they can win this ball game, they go into the second round as the leader with a 2-1 record, carrying over with 5 points into that second round, and they will have won this Group B section or
well,
first round.
If Mexico sweeps, they're going to advance to the second round with 6 points, unbeaten with 6 points.
Excuse me, you're absolutely right. They will be 3-0.
And they will be the head of that group, facing the worst of the opposite group, which remains to be determined. Delia and Ayon, the jump ball. And the opening tip, Campazo, the hero of last night against Venezuela, with a huge three-pointer after missing 3 straight free throws. Scola, from his favorite spot on the court, he misses. He went 4 for 14 last night, and he said, I can't remember. He said 2 nights ago, I can't remember having a game that bad. He also said that I can't remember having 2 games in a row that are that bad. Hernandez guarded by Scola. That's going to be a matchup to watch this afternoon.
Yes, that will be. Here ball goes into Hernandez down low. Now he likes to. There he goes to his right, goes all the way up. Good help that time. Defense by the youngster Delia. And he gets the foul. Scola coming out on Hernandez, who really likes to shoot the 3. He hasn't shot the 3 particularly well, only 20% thus far in the tournament, but he is a good 3-point shooter.
Mexico wants to win a medal. Forget about getting to the World Basketball Championship. They haven't done that in almost 4 decades. The last medal in an important basketball tournament, you have to go back to the 1936 Olympic Games. That's 77 years ago. They earned bronze. Hernandez makes his shots, and Mexico's up 2-0. Campazo against Gutierrez. What an interesting matchup. Campazo's very fast. I wonder if Gutierrez can keep up with him.
Yeah, this is a challenge for Gutierrez.
Oh, there you go. He really can't. Looking to pass to Safar. 9 seconds to shoot. Screen by Delia. The lefty shoots and scores.
Pretty. Nice little fall-away jump shot that time by Safar, going to his right. Interesting. Argentina is not putting any full-court pressure on Mexico.
You know, Venezuela didn't, and it cost them a chance to win that game. Here comes Gutierrez off the baseline. Ayon inside to Hernandez, fakes. Hernandez now drives over to Gutierrez, fakes. Scola, contact, no call. Scola never jumped. He really fell for one of those last night, cost him the disqualification, his 5th foul. It's good this time from the left corner, and Argentina's up 4-2.
Nice little drive that time by Gutierrez. Good little pass, bring the defense to him. And Scola spots up.
Venezuela will rest today, so the Poliedro tends to be very quiet. Noé Alonso misses. Rebounded by Ayon, and there's a contact between him and Campazo, and Ayon really fell. He's had some hip issues, some right ankle issues. That was the right ankle before the tournament started, the hip in game 2. And he is it for Mexico. He truly, you'll see him even handle the point as he takes the ball right near the basket. Fakes, and it's good against Elia.
Yeah, he's really too strong for Elia in there. I would look for Gutierrez to come in rather shortly. He gives away too much strength or weight. Oh, great hesitation that time by Campazo.
Tumata up top, he drives, he could have floated. Nope, they go back to Safar, who's a good 3-point shooter, and he doesn't disappoint this time.
Yeah, that's
up 7-4 is Argentina.
Yeah, that's 5 quick points for Safar as he hits 2 outside jumpers.
You see now Ayon at the top of the key.
They're playing a zone.
Interesting. That shot by Hernandez, rebounded and put back. Sorry, bad shot by Noé Alonso. Good shot by Hector Hernandez. Now Mexico trails by 1. Trying to get Scola involved early. Get some offense. Elia hesitates. Hook shot. It's good nice for the youngster.
Yeah, nice little shooter's bounce that time.
He is the future at the position for Argentina. Almost 2 meters 11, almost 6'11".
This is interesting. They play in sort of a matchup zone here, and Campazo is all over the outside point guard.
No, they're doing a kind of a box and one as Gutierrez shoots in time. Yes, count it. Count it, says Marinho from Brazil. So it's 9-8 Argentina. They're having Campazzo trail Mendes anywhere on the court, and the rest are playing some kind of a zone. Scola.
Goes right.
No room there. Short for Delia. And the rebound is in the hands of Gutierrez. He had trouble with his footing a couple of games ago. Hernandez just lost track of the ball. And it's a turnover.
Yeah, careless turnover that time. Here we see the replay. The kick out, an extra pass, the drive, and pass. There's another one. This is the Argentina team that we know.
That's the system.
Yep. Make the extra pass.
You need to fit in, and that's what they're trying to do with these young players, but they're also trying to win. Mata, three-pointer. It's good.
Nice screen down low by his teammate. He steps out, catch and shoot.
You ask any Argentine coach who's ready for the NBA for Argentina, they'll say Marcos Mata probably first. Campazzo will be in that list as well. But they think Mata needs to be a little bit more aggressive. Hernandez. It's good. Nice hook shot against Scola.
Hernandez does a nice job going to his left, setting up Scola, then turns around, shoots over the left shoulder with a little hook shot, jump hook.
Alley-oop to Delia. Nice play. It's a high pass. You can't call it a high-low.
Scola is an excellent passer, as we just have seen.
Double team on Mendes. He's a threat, and they're treating him as such. And there there you see why. Coming off the curl.
Yeah, coming off the curl. Scola playing back, loose, does not step out. Campazzo doesn't really have a chance getting picked off. Mendes goes right up with a right-handed jump shot.
Scola again, no double team yet. Ayon is looking though, lurking. Hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Hernandez.
Hernandez did a nice job defensively, forcing Scola out there.
A vicious pass to Ayon. He runs out of room, but he makes room with a nice fake against Delia. Yeah. And now it's a tie game.
Yeah, great fake that time. And Ayon runs the floor. That's one thing you'll see with him. He's very athletic for a 6'9", 6'10" player.
Scola against the high-low. Delia strong against the hoop. And look at that. What did he drink this morning? That is about as much aggression as we've seen Delia at this level in this tournament.
Well, he's a talented young player and the great future, and he's showing us why he's on this national team at such an early age.
Hernandez hesitated, but he could have kept his pivot foot, and he makes the three.
Yeah, and that's what we know he can do.
Now Mexico takes the lead, 17-16, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Ayon just basically planted in the middle of the lane. Scola, open shot.
Yep.
He makes it.
Pick and pop.
That's a specialty. Usually with Pablo Pigioni, Campazzo hasn't quite learned how to fine-tune his speed to really set up the play. But he's learning.
Campazzo following Mendes everywhere he goes here.
Like a shadow.
Yep.
Here he goes, Mendes.
A good show that time by Scola.
Outside Hernandez for the three. Opens the shot, another three-pointer by Hernandez.
Yeah, Escola's got to close out a little bit better. He did a terrific job showing on the screen and then went to help on the weak side and just was just slow to recover on Hernandez there.
Salim Safar, cross-court pass. Ayon deflects. Gutierrez keeps it up front to no one in particular.
Yep.
I think he wanted to hit Ayon.
Careless pass.
Yeah. 2 turnovers by Mexico.
Going quickly to Scola. Nice
another alley-oop.
Yep.
Inside, back to Scola. Against the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Hernandez. Open shot. Mexico clings to a 2-point lead. 2:44 to go. Hernandez again wide open. No good this time. Mata with a rebound. Back to Campazzo. 72% for Argentina from the fields, 57% for Mexico. Backdoor, not quite run through by Marcos Mata. See how Gutierrez held Delia.
There is Delia there. It goes right back to Scola on the pass, big to big. Scola missed the shot, but a good idea.
And we have a timeout, 2:24 to go. First quarter, Mexico beating Argentina by 2 in a sweltering Poliedros de Caracas. Sergio Valdeolmillos, in order to really forge a new Mexican national team identity, had to basically say no to 4 stalwarts as we look at category leaders for Mexico, Hernandez and Gutierrez. Omar Quintero, for example, was told he was not going to be part of the plan. Victor Mariscal, as we look at first quarter highlights. Lamas trying to get his team to play the Argentine way. Selen Zafar making the open shot, the lefty. And Gutierrez taking advantage of a loose ball. Nice alley-oop between Scola and Delia. And a beautiful set of low post moves by Ayón. Horacio Llamas, Enrique Zúñiga, and Victor Mariscal was the last one after 23 years with the national team. He toured with them with Mexico in the South American Super 4 that they played with Brazil, Uruguay, and Argentina. And by the way, Mexico won that tournament as Lorenzo Mata makes his entrance.
Argentina in a true man-to-man right now.
Mendez, a three-pointer. It's good. Now you know why Argentina wants to guard him one-on-one just about everywhere.
Yeah, he's played very, very good. He's a good shooter.
From San Antonio, Texas. Juan Gutierrez on the court. Argentina. Nice pass to Gutierrez. And he's so efficient and offensive player, Gutierrez.
Yeah, really nice two-man game. Zafar going down the middle, drawing the defense. Gutierrez trailing. It's a nice little pass, goes right up to it. Oh, beautiful fake by Hernandez.
And he stops, pops, but it's short. Rebounded by Mata. Campazo takes the ball. Argentina found a little key to success as you see another extra pass out to Gutierrez. No good. Rebounded by, let's see, off the hands of Scola. It'll be Mexico's ball. Argentina found out in its last game that setting up your offense early and perhaps even pursuing a secondary break may work.
Well, you're absolutely right. They were very efficient in the transition game, and particularly at getting the third, fourth, and fifth man down on the break, and was able to capitalize before the defense got set up. And look at
Ramon Martinez driving.
Yes, excuse me.
He's the one that's taking Victor Mariscal's spot here. As we look at Campazo, over to Scola, beautiful way to run a fast break. Without numbers.
Campazo, you give him a little bit of light, and he's going to push it. And try again. Argentina trying to get in that.
Mendez escapes, but he can't finish. Rebounded by Campazo. He did all the difficult stuff. He just couldn't finish.
Look at Campazo.
Nice transition defense, but Scola now takes the ball and he scores.
Yeah, they are. The fourth and fifth man is getting down and getting open before Mexico is getting set, and you credit Campazo because he is pushing the ball, pushing it. They want to speed this game up.
Barry Mesa on the court for Mexico. To Martinez. Inside to Lorenzo Mata. Outside to Hernandez. Open shot again. It's good. His third three-pointer. Mexico regains the lead. Now up by 2 with 10 seconds to go in the quarter.
Here comes Campazo. Working one-on-one.
Drives over Mata. And that's the end of the first quarter. It's a tie game. 26-all. Great game for these two top teams here at the FIBA Americas Championship. So Campazo ends up with 2 points, 5 assists in the first quarter as Argentina scores 70% and Mexico scores 50% from the field.
Well, Campazo he's the key here. He's leading the attack. He's a terrific distributor, but he also can score. And as we see, he is directing the attack, and he's pushing the ball. And Mexico is having a tough time really staying in front of Campazo. And unless Mexico can do that, we're going to see a lot of opportunities for the Argentine players, particularly Zafar, Mata, Scola, Gutierrez. They're going to capitalize because they get down in the sort of the secondary or transition break, and Mexico has not been able to, at this point, set up their defense so that Argentina has been able to, like I said, capitalize and score a number of points.
One thing that has to concern Argentina in this game, again, by design, they tend to stress the defensive transition. They don't necessarily go for offensive rebounds, but Mexico has 3 already. And they're getting second chance points as well.
Well, also, Argentina is really shooting the ball well. 10 for 15 for twos and 2 for 2 from three-point range. So there has not been a lot of offensive rebounds for Argentina.
For our Canadian and Uruguayan English-speaking friends, the Canadian-Uruguay game will start at 23:30 Montevideo, 10:30 Eastern. It starts at 10 o'clock local here in Caracas. That game was postponed simply because of this brownout, and there's still no air conditioning in the building. You'll see some people wave paper towels, anything to keep a little cool. The players must be getting some workout. Perry Mesa brings the ball up. Start of the second quarter. Hall of Famer Gail Goodrich, Alvaro Martin with you. Last day of the first round. We have Brazil and Jamaica next for the last slot of the second round. That's at stake. Mesa against Gutierrez. What a great basket.
He challenged the big that time. I thought maybe he was going to take it in there a little too deep, but he was able to put it up and over the big man.
The youngster started in 2006 with the national team. Intercepted by Hernandez and a foul by Scola. And we've seen that foul by Scola, although this one is trying to avoid the fast break.
Yeah, great step out that time by Hernandez, and the deflection of the pass Hernandez was able to get the interception, and Scola then makes the foul. But a great step out defensively to help the defensive guard that time by Hernandez.
Mendes with a fake, he penetrates, dribbles, improvises, and the ball is in Luis Scola's hand. Campazo brings it up the court. Meanwhile, Gustavo Ayllón is resting. As Gutierrez makes a cross-court pass to Scola, looks for the left side, and he's fouled by Lorenzo Mata, I guess.
The two big men, Gutierrez and Scola for Argentina, they've been playing together for a long time. They know each other. Here we see Scola. He just does not finish. That's something that he generally does. Great look underneath.
And the fouls by Roman Martinez. Here comes Luis Scola, who has been averaging 67% from the free throw line. He had a very difficult year in Phoenix. He said that the thought in Phoenix was that team was going to make 44-45 wins and make the playoffs.
Well, he's going to a good team this year.
Well, they ended up first with 25, a fired coach, a rebellion among the assistant coaches who all quit en masse. Just a horrible year. He only won 25 games. Now it's Indiana.
Indiana Pacers. That's a very good basketball team, and he's going to help them.
He will come off the bench for the first time in his career at any level. Hernandez. Way over to the backcourt. So that's another turnover for Mexico, and that will be number 4.
No, number 3. Number 3, that's 4 assists.
Pass deflected.
Yeah, Scola, I think, will help Indiana this next year immensely. He will come off the bench, but Indiana's going to have a good basketball team.
Scola hands off to Campazo. Back to Scola, the pick and pop. Registered trademark, Argentinian National League, national team, golden generation, all rights reserved. It's incredible. It doesn't matter. The machine goes on.
Another nice pass by Campazo, another assist, and
Paul Stoll from Lansing, Michigan in the game.
Scola with a nice little 15-foot jump shot.
Back to Stoll, no room there. Back to Hernandez, a long 3 with 5 seconds to shoot. Mata rescues the ball. Back over to Mesa. Argentina in the lead by the minimum. Open shot for Martinez. No good, way offline. Here comes Gutierrez to Nicolás Laprovitola, the other point guard who's been struggling in this tournament. Back to Scola. Stripped and fouled by Paul Stoll. He's not happy. And he's very demonstrative, Paul Stoll. Very emotional guy.
take another look at it. Looks to me like he's pretty much all ball, or he might have a little bit of an argument there. But Scola now is going to take a little bit of a rest. But he's had a very fine first quarter with 11 points in the first quarter. Ian returns for Mexico.
Leo Mainoldi is in for Argentina, and Pablo Espinosa. Everybody talks about Campazzo and what he did on offense at the end of that game last night against Venezuela, but Pablo Espinosa took Dante Smith effectively out of the game with his defense. He also scored. Heady player. He played for Coach Julio Lamas a couple of years ago in Obras Sanitarias. Outside pass to Coco Mainoldi. No good. Nice box out by Mexico. Ayon, top of the key.
Screen for Stoll. Another screen.
And a foul by La Provitola. A contemporary of Campazzo. He and Campazzo will either, compete for the same spot, or one will come off the bench for the other. Now they're using them both at the same time. Stoll, Ayon against Mainoldi. He's stronger than Mainoldi, and it shows.
Yeah, he's very strong. Again, going to his right particularly. He likes to do that, but he's tough in there, and he is too strong for Mainoldi. As he is for most players that he's playing against in this tournament.
Espinosa shoots the three. It's good. He's got a quirky mechanic on his shot, but it's good.
He had a big game last night in that fourth quarter. And Argentina is shooting the three very, very well tonight.
He's a 40% three-point shooter in this tournament. We're looking at a zone now. Stoll blocked by Gutierrez, recovered by Espinosa to La Provitola. Right-handed, and that's an offensive foul. And that is La Provitola. That surprises Argentines. He's playing out of control. That's not his game.
Well, he is definitely a little bit out of control. He leaves his feet. Once you leave your feet,
bad things happen.
Generally, most of the time, that is true.
Unless you have a very good idea of what you're doing.
2-3 zone for Argentina.
Ayon.
No place to go, but look at the strength. And then a kick out on the weak side.
Mesa, no good. Rebounded by Mata. He puts it back and he's fouled. Lorenzo Mata, another UCLA product.
He's a very, very good defensive player. He is not a shooter, but he goes hard to the boards. He gets great position on the weak side. The ball comes off, goes right back up, strong, gets the foul, and an opportunity to go to the line.
He is 27 years old. His mother is from Manzanillo, Colima, and migrated to California 26 years ago. And he made 62% of his free throws for Quebradillas in the Puerto Rican League, where he became a champion this past season.
Some full court pressure here by
Provitola out
Mexico.
To Mainoldi. Campazzo fakes.
Oh, boy, look how quick his moves are. Oh. He is a pleasure to watch.
Espinosa, cross-court pass. It's good. No arc on that shot. He's got 2 3-pointers.
Mexico is going to have to close out on Espinosa.
Their offense is stalled. They're down 2 halfway through the second quarter. Mesa, cross-court to Stoll. Fakes the shot. Drives in. Over Gutierrez. What a shot by Paul Stahl.
Very, very smart. Doesn't take it all the way to the trees.
Just won a championship in
Israel.
Israel.
One dribble, stop, mid-range jumper, somewhat of a lost art for most players, but he shoots it over the big man.
Gutierrez banging with Mata.
Yeah.
Mainoldi with the 3. That is his shot, top of the key.
And Argentina is really shooting the 3 tonight.
Stoll in the corner. Mesa, over to Ayon. Nice drive, better dish. Nice drop in by Gustavo Ayon.
Mesa doing a nice job of just dribbling into the teeth of that zone. And Ayon coming from the weak side with a nice cut. Found the open spot.
3-point play for Paco Campazzo. Ayon has 8 points. He's 4 for 4. Campazzo now with his first 3. He's got 5 points.
And 5 for 6 from three-point range for Team Argentina.
And that's why you have a 4-point lead. 4 minutes to go in the first half.
High screen and roll.
Mesa with a hesitation dribble. Ayon loses the handle. 2 seconds. No good. 24-second shot clock violation. Mendes is back. Hernandez is in. It looks.
So we'll have...
No, Mata stays. Hernandez stays on the bench. And then now we have Gutierrez back on the court.
Yeah, Gutierrez and Stoll at the guards. And Campazzo continues to stay at the point guard. And Campazzo has 7 assists already. He's the distributor.
Campazzo.
Good show by Mata.
High-low pass.
Yeah.
Outside to Mainoldi for the 3. No good. Rebounded by Mendes. Gutierrez. And there's a foul by Mainoldi, jostling for position with Ayon.
Yeah, Ayon does a nice job of really posting up and getting great position in there. Not a bad foul for Manotti, because if the guard would have recognized that early, he would have been right there underneath the basket.
And because it's Argentina's 5th foul, he goes to the line. Ayon, in this series, he is scoring now 67% from the free throw line. He misses this one. Look at all the bandages he has in his shoulder, left elbow, right knee, right wrist, and thumb. He's in the thick of things.
I think that's for our benefit, so that we can comment on it.
Misses both, though.
Yeah, he missed them both. 4-point lead for Argentina.
Mainoldi to Espinosa, guarded by Mendes. La Provitola, guarded by Stoll. Gutierrez starts. That's a drop step.
Drop step and spin.
But a foul by Mata.
You got to be careful if you're going to body up, because he can feel it. So he can feel that. Oh, there's a foul. Definitely a shoulder by Mata.
A shove.
But if you're an offensive post player and you can feel that defensive player bodying up on you, then you roll off them one way or the other. And Gutierrez does a nice job of that.
Stoll and Zafar back in the game. Zafar misses. The ball's rebounded by Paul Stoll. 3 minutes to go. Mexico trails by 4. Gutierrez and Hernandez both went to Lincoln High School in Denver, Colorado, in the U.S. It's the stopping place for Mexican talent. Stoll to no one in particular.
Well, he got in there among the trees, had nowhere to go. He and Ayon are not on the same page at that particular moment. Ball goes out of bounds with the pass.
4th turnover for Mexico. Espinosa takes a seat. Mata back in. La Provitola. Oh, beautiful pocket pass, but he's blocked and fouled. The block by Mata. Let's see who fouled him, if it's Mata or Ayon.
Oh, he's number...
It's Ayon, I believe.
Is that called on Ayon?
I thought it's his first.
Yeah, I thought Mata makes it. Yeah, it is Ayon, but Mata makes a great block coming from the weak side, protecting the rim. Good defensive help by Mata that time. That's what he's in there for.
The man who's about to shoot free throws has been the MVP of the last 3 FIBA Americas Championships. That is an achievement unto itself. Luis Scola. He says that he doesn't give much thought to playing for his national team. He goes, I am patriotic, but the reason why I really join up is I need to get in shape.
Well, he loves to play. He's a gym rat.
Exactly. Mendes, pursued by Mata. Stoll, open 3. No good. Selim Safar picks up the ball and hands over to La Provitola. Stoll putting a little pressure. Oh, that's a shove by Lauritola. Inside to Scola. Blocked by Ayon. Beautiful play. He had to recover from all the way out in the perimeter.
He sure did. I thought he was going to be a little bit late, but he was able to recover just in time. But he came really from the top of the key to make that block and the recovery.
Mendez to Gutierrez. That's off. Okay. There was contact there, of course, but the histrionics by Zafar were unbelievable. Offensive foul by Gutierrez.
Yeah, look at, here's a block there. Terrific block coming over Scola. Once again, Ayon is very athletic, very quick for a big man.
As the man with the red shirt is Alberto Garcia, the Secretary General of FIBA Americas. Talking to Carmelo Cortez, the head of the Venezuelan Basketball Federation, who have treated you to lunch tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it.
Should be a treat. Minute and a half to go. 6-point Argentina lead.
Scola down low. Repost.
Banging with Hernandez.
Yeah, 6-footer.
No good.
He's a little bit, frustrated and beside himself. He gives a little bit of a smile, but he knows that's a shot that he makes in his sleep.
5 of 10 in this game. Hernandez, another 3.
In and out.
In and out. And the ball.
It's going to be a foul.
Belongs to Mexico. No. Mata just took it out of bounds. Noé Alonso, who already has a cut over his eye that drew blood in a game here against Venezuela. Takes a spill here, but he's fine. He's a hockey player. One of the few veterans in this team.
All right, let's see what kind of an out-of-bounds play. They get it to Mendez.
Beautiful up under, but he can't finish. Here comes Zafar. Cross court to La Provitola. Hangs onto the ball. Inside to Mata, over to Scola. A fake, another fake.
Yep.
And it's good. Over Ayon.
Nice post move that time by Scola. Faked the shot, then took the dribble with his left hand. Another fake, getting Ayon out of position, and then goes up for the shot.
8-point lead. 35 seconds to go. Ayon wants that ball against Mainoldi. He can physically manhandle him.
Up and under.
No good. Rebounded by Ayon. Goes strong against Scola. He tries to pass. It's deflected by Mainoldi.
Well, you can see that Ayon, when he gets the ball in that low post, he's big, he's strong, he's got wide shoulders, long arms. He is a real force in there when he gets the ball low.
Mexico calls timeout. 27 2/10 of a second left in the first half. 8-point lead for Argentina. Scola with an open shot.
Hip and pop. And here we see Hernandez with a little bit of a running hook shot. There's Ayon doing the same. There's a nice stop 15-foot jumper by Stoll. Outside to Espinoza. And then another outside one. There's Espinoza again. Some three-point. And they're getting wide open shots. And that's a beautiful play with Ayon coming from the weak side. Composer with the 3, and these three-point shots are really uncontested. Mexico has got to figure out a way to close out and at least get a hand in the face of the Argentine three-point shooters. Argentina is 6 for 8 from three-point range, and they're shooting 60% for twos.
The under-16 team in Mexico qualified for the World Championships for the first time in 30 years. The under-17 women's team won their region. Again, stunning Puerto Rico, beating El Salvador in the finals. A little bit of Mexican federative stability. It's producing already great results, and we're seeing some of it here in Caracas with this Mexican team. Mendez with the Ayon pick to the corner. Noé Alonso. Hernandez, cross court, nice fake. They're closing very well.
Yeah.
Over to Gutierrez, open shot, open 3, it's good.
Argentina's doing a very good job of really closing out on the three-point shooters, but give Argentina Argentina's closing out, but give Mexico credit for making the extra pass that time.
Last shot by La Provitola is no good. That's the end of the first half. Argentina ahead by 5, 45-40, with 15 points for Hector Hernandez of Mexico, and Scola leads Argentina with 15 points himself. 64% from the field for the Argentines, 44 for Mexico. Remember the 2014 FIBA World Cup of Basketball in Spain, starting in on August 30th through September 14th. As we look at Group A standings, Puerto Rico already classified as number 1. They won every game. Canada in Uruguay will play for the 2nd spot, and then Jamaica and Brazil will decide the 4th and last spot. Jamaica and Brazil will be the game coming up next. Canada and Uruguay, that game was postponed because of the blackout. That will be later on tonight at 20:30 hours Montevideo, 10:30 Eastern in Canada, 7:30 Pacific in Canada as well.
And in the Jamaica-Brazil game, the winner moves on to the 2nd round. The loser goes home.
Right, and the winner will become the 4th-ranked team. Canada and Uruguay will determine the 2nd place and 3rd place in that group. So Puerto Rico will meet the 4th-place finisher in Group B. Let's just assume for today, for the moment, that Mexico wins, and they, like Puerto Rico, end up sweeping the first round with 8 points. They would be number 1. That would mean that Venezuela would be 3rd because Argentina beat them. They would both have identical 2-2 records, identical 6 points, but Argentina had beat Venezuela. And then the Dominican Republic won the game today, remember, essentially by forfeit. We had the blackout and they were already in the lead. So the question is, the Dominican Republic and Venezuela.
Well, in your scenario, if Mexico wins here, then Venezuela and Argentina and Dominican Republic all finished with 2-2 records. So now we get to the point differential. If Argentina wins, then Argentina and Mexico, Argentina would win the group, Mexico would finish 2nd, and Dominican Republic would finish 4th because Venezuela, assuming the Dominican Republic finishes with that game with a victory over Paraguay, and they're up big, so that happens. So then Venezuela would finish 3rd, and Dominican Republic would finish 4th.
If Argentina wins, however, Mexico will lose, then Argentina and Mexico will end up with identical 7 points. But because Argentina beat Mexico, Argentina will be at the top of the group, and Mexico will be 2nd, with Venezuela and Dominican Republic trailing in that group. So Puerto Rico will be facing one of these 3 teams, Venezuela, Argentina, or the Dominican. If Mexico wins, they'll be facing either Jamaica or Brazil. Same for Argentina. Whoever wins this game will be first, and they will be facing Jamaica and Brazil in the first game coming up in the 2nd round after a 24-hour break.
You got it.
So I hope we haven't confused anybody as we get ready for the start of the 2nd half.
It can get confusing, particularly if there's a 3-way tie, because then we got to go to the point differential, and I don't even want to start to explain that one. But I like the format. It's a great format because it keeps everybody in it.
On their toes.
Yep.
In other words, you can basically, you typically in a FIBA championship will not see teams eliminated till the very last day of that first round. They're all in play till the very bitter end, typically.
And that's great.
And then you have a jostling for position because you don't want to meet a certain team on the other side who's you're going to cross paths with.
Well, but you're going to meet the other 4 teams in the other group. The question is on terms of the schedule, and that's what it's just a question of where you're going to meet them at in that 2nd round. But also realize that 2nd round, there are 4 games in 4 days.
Yes, indeed. No rest for the weary.
So there'll be no rest, and in effect, then that becomes 8 games in 9 days.
Yep. Then you get another day's rest, and you have the semifinals and the finals. Now remember, 4 teams qualify from the Americas. If you make the semifinals, you're in.
Correct.
Matter of fact, if Puerto Rico now and Mexico, if they win today, essentially win 2 more games, they're basically in
Well, I don't know about that.
They're not assured, but they're very, very close, and history says that they'll be very close to qualifying for the World Berth, for the semis.
They're certainly in the driver's seat, but you don't forget you're going to throw one of these games out. So teams are going to go in with a 3-0 if they would go in with 3-0. Now, I think that to get in without going to a point differential, I think you got to win 5 games.
My point is, if Mexico wins, both Mexico and Puerto Rico will have a 2-point lead over any other team going into the second round. That's a win. That's the equivalent of a win. Coming into the second round, no matter what you throw out, they will have a 2-point lead over the other team, and that is significant. I should say at least a 2-point lead. And that is a significant advantage for both teams. So they're very close, and for Mexico, the second half will tell if they finish unbeaten for the first time in their history in a FIBA Americas Championship. They've never had 3 wins to start a tournament. They did that in 2013, and now they're looking for another bit of history, a sweep of the first round, which for a lot of people coming into Caracas, Gail, is unimaginable. But you and I talked about them being a team that could surprise. We had seen their quality play in South America in the Super 4, also in the Israel Sarmiento Cup here in Venezuela. But they're showing it every single night.
Yeah, well, coming into this tournament, you had Puerto Rico and Argentina, Dominican Republic, and Brazil as the favorites.
Backdoor move to Espinosa to open up the second half.
Those 4 teams were the favorites, and then Canada and Mexico, I thought, were both sort of sleepers after watching them practice and watching a few of the friendly games.
However, this tournament also will tell you that any team that loses its focus for a game will be toast. They'll stub their toe. Hernandez draws the foul.
Hernandez doing a one-on-one against Scola. Mexico comes out. They clear the floor, go right at Scola. And he goes in there. Scola's all over him. Nice call by the official. Scola doesn't like it, but I'm afraid that he's going to have to accept this.
It's history.
And that's his second foul.
Hernandez misses the first shot. Hernandez, Héctor Humberto Hernandez Gallegos, born in Chihuahua. Went to that high school I mentioned to you. Played 2 seasons there. Then he went on to Fresno State for 4 seasons, the last 2 as a starter. Ball belongs to Mexico again. Now Ayon, interestingly enough, Ayon only has 2 rebounds, both on the offensive end.
That is a little bit of surprise. Hernandez having absolutely a big game. He came into this game in the tournament averaging 6.7 points per game, and he's got 15 already.
Ayon with the pick. Over to Mendez. Trying to get rid of Campazo. It's not easy. Ayon drives against Gutierrez, and he makes a tough shot with his left hand.
Yeah, and I thought he was fouled on that. I thought there was some contact. But a little ball fake, and then he just left Gutierrez flat-footed, went right to the hoop. Strong.
Ayon and Scola playing each other. Ayon had the front, and Scola took advantage of it. He left him for a second, and then Scola scores, and now Argentina leads again.
Scola has the incredible ability of finding the seam and making himself available for the pass. Great backdoor cut that time by
Ayon.
No, that was Ayon who made the pass, but it was a backdoor by basket and cut by Mendez. But really a terrific cut, and Ayon with the recognition and a fine quick pass.
Zafar drives and shoots with his weak hand, and he misses. Rebounded by Ayon. Up front to Orlando Mendez. Crossover behind the back to Hernandez. Ayon's got a shot if he wants it.
Yeah, it's a little bit too far for him. As he gives a little fake, and now he's going to take a dribble, go, spins.
Keeps sliding, shoots, no good. Great play by Gutierrez.
Yeah, Gutierrez not going for the fake, staying down. Forced a tough shot, bad shot by Ayon. Now Ayon
foul
comes down.
by Ayon.
Yeah, he's trying to deny Scola the pass.
Second foul on Gustavo Ayon. Those are 2 of 8 NBA players with a contract that are active in this tournament. You're looking at them playing head-to-head. Campazzo drives left, behind the back to Scola, and he gets the foul, but he can't make the basket.
What a terrific move by Campazzo. The quickness on the defender, loves to go left, goes around Gutierrez, then brings Ion to him, and then the drop off behind the back, away from the defense to Scola.
And the foul by Jorge Gutierrez as Scola makes his first. 6-point lead, 7.5 to go in the third.
Pretty play. And Scola now with 18 as he continues to rack up points. And Campazzo only he has 7 assists. That should have been an assist.
He had 5 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Mendes back to Ayon. Oh no, he handed it to Campazzo by mistake. And Campazzo tries to dunk it on Ayon. Boy, you gotta have some kind of chutzpah. Here comes Alonso as he misses the open three-pointer.
Great recovery that time by Ion, running down Campazzo after the steal.
I'm not sure Campazzo had to dunk that ball.
I don't think he tried to. I just saw you lay it up.
Gutierrez with a long three. No good. Rebounded by Gutierrez from Mexico. Here he comes. Nobody closed on him. Hands off to Hernandez. Put back by Hernandez, I think.
I think Scola hit it.
I was going to say,
I give it to Hernandez. Yeah. He was the closest player. Nice block by Gutierrez. Originally.
5-point lead for Argentina. Scola attacks, double team, drops it, no good, tipped.
Scola can't get anything to drop.
Gutierrez with a nice dribble. Back to Mendes, left hand, sweet shot. Sweet fast break by the boys from Mexico.
And they're hanging in, only down 3.
Yes, 6 minutes to go in the third. Oh, whoa, what a spin move.
He is just too quick for Gutierrez.
Scola misses, rebounded by Ayon. Pops a little elbow, make sure he clears Campazzo out of the way. They give Gutierrez a shot, he doesn't take it. Crosses over. Hands over to Ayon against Gutierrez. He drops to the ground, and it's an offensive foul, says Siebel. Ayon not in agreement. For Gustavo Ayon, that is his third. That's a complicating foul.
That's bad. There we see the play. Now watch Ayon come all the way. And he hits the ball, blocks it.
He went to dunk.
No, I don't think he
went to dunk. There's no question. He went to dunk. Look.
I don't think at 5'10" he can dunk it.
Well,
I would contest that.
He tried.
I disagree. But Ayon does a great job blocking the shot. He gets him with his body, but Campazzo doesn't get the call.
La Provítola on the court. Over to Scola. To Gutierrez. 3-pointer. Open one. It's good. He can make that shot.
Yes, he can.
He's made it all tournament long. Now Argentina is up by 3.
Argentina can shoot the 3. I mean,
off the hands of La Provítola. It belongs to Mexico with 17 seconds in the possession.
You allow Gutierrez to take the ball, find the seams, and he'll set his shoulders and square up, and he's going to hit a great rotation. He's got a touch.
The scoreboard's a little awry right now. No, it's back to a 6-point Argentina lead. Roman Martinez, nice 3-pointer. Coming off the screen.
Comes off a screen. Espinoza really slow recovering.
No pressure in La Provítola.
That time.
By Paul Stoll. Mendes. Open pass to Espinoza. Blocked by Roman Martinez. Over to Scola from the elbow. No good. Rebounded by Espinoza. Left hand, no good. Long rebound, rescued by Mexico. Here comes Skol up ahead to Roman Martinez. Launches a 3.
Oh boy.
Wow. And there's Ayon all over the rim.
terrific offensive rebound that time by Ione.
As Espinosa is hurt.
Yeah, he is hurt.
He got slapped across the mouth.
But what a play by Ione on that foul.
Oh, no, he got elbowed right in the jaw by Ione, no less.
Yeah.
Unintentionally.
And then Ione hustling down.
And there's a timeout by referee Vasquez from Puerto Rico as Espinosa's hurt. He took a shot to the jaw.
Well, I hope we get that follow-up on a replay here by Ione, who was down there on the defensive boards, then ran the length of the court, got the offensive rebound and a follow-through. Terrific individual effort by Ione.
Mata in for Espinosa. Oh, Salem Safar almost loses the handle. Scola. Back to Gutierrez. Ione
closes out.
Yeah. Tough shot. It's good by Gutierrez. Juan P. Gutierrez with the 2. Now Gutierrez has 7. Martinez in a tough shot.
Tough shot. A little contact. Just lets it go.
Here comes a foul. It's good, and he gets the foul by Orlando Mendez. A rare 4-point play.
Beautiful shot by Safar. Mendez. Bad foul. Right there, you see it right on the hand and the wrist. Good call by the official. We'll take another look at it. Yeah, no question about it. He makes the shot, gets the foul, has an opportunity, like you said, Alvaro, to get 4.
If he makes it. And he does. Safar now making his first free throw. He's got 9 points.
Good pressure by
Stoll launches a 3, quick 3.
Ooh, too quick.
Touched by Ione. It belongs to Argentina. 3.5 to go and a 7-point Argentina lead. It is close to the biggest lead of the game. Mexico trailed by 8 at some point in the first half. Safar. Over to Mata. Mata drives left-handed. Pops out. Very good step out by Marcos Mata.
Mata does a nice job going into the paint, creating space, and a little fall away.
And now an offensive foul by Paul Stoll against Aprovitola.
I didn't see that. Let me see. We'll take another look. Oh, yeah, he swings that left arm around. But then we saw you see the fall away, the creating of space by Mata. Goes up strong, a little fall away. Beautiful.
Mata guarded by Martinez. Scola by Hernandez.
Yeah, inside to Scola. Opportunity, a little one-on-one. Backs in. Backs in again.
Left-handed turnaround, no good. Rebounded by Scola. No, there's a foul by Scola, I believe. It is by Scola. And that will be number 3.
We're going to take a look here at Scola. Oh, that was the play before with Ione knocking it away. Now here's Scola coming down on Gutierrez. Great hustle play by Scola.
Third foul on the captain.
Yeah, but that's a foul that might get him. That's one where you're going after the ball in the offensive boards. Coach will accept that one.
Gail, I spoke to a lot of Argentines, including a few near the team, assistant coaches near the team, and I asked them about that 4th foul that Scola had with 7 minutes to go last night against Venezuela, and why didn't they take him out? He goes, well, look, he asked to stay, and we have to trust the veteran, so we took a chance. Well, he said, but if we had taken him out at 7 minutes, we think that there would have a greater chance of the team crumbling as Aprovitola steals the ball from Gutierrez.
Nice steal there.
Mata drives hard,
goes
and he
all
gets
the way
fouled.
On the break in transition.
So to finish the story, he goes, we think that by letting him in at 7:24 with the 4th foul, we avoided the crumbling, and we didn't see it when he finally committed his 5th foul with 5:20 to go.
Well, yeah, that's one theory. I would have taken him out. I'd taken him out for a couple minutes, maybe put him back with 4.5, 5 minutes to go. Well, they gambled and they lost.
Timeout from Mexico. They're down 9. That's the biggest deficit they faced so far tonight. 2:33 to go in the first.
Ion with 3 fouls. He's in foul trouble for Mexico. It's only the third quarter, so he has to watch himself. See a few highlights. Beautiful drive that time with his left hand by Ion. And a little break there.
Beautiful left-handed blading by Mendez.
And then Gutierrez comes out. Great rotation on the three-pointer.
Gutierrez, a
Martinez.
100% three-point shooter. Gutierrez now drives in.
So offensively, it's been all Scola.
He makes a foul shot without Mexico being present. I guess they were slow in getting out of there.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
And the referee Vasquez told him, go ahead and shoot.
Yeah. Wow.
He was making quite an emphasis this year. Oh, they get the offensive rebound. That's Mexico just wasn't set up.
Yeah, I don't know what Mexico's doing.
They took too long coming out of their huddle. And they've been warned. These teams have been warned. It's a point of emphasis. Salem Safar, short.
Yeah, that's about a step too long.
Offensive rebound.
For Safar, he's a little bit out of his range that time.
10-point lead. Over to La Provitola. He launches a 3. Yeah. It's good.
La Provitola, he also can shoot the 3.
13-point lead. 2 minutes to go. Mexico losing the handle of this game. Mendez. Guayon. That's a bang and a foul called on Gutierrez.
2 bigs going at it in the post.
Gutierrez, a hamburger aficionado, a fanatic.
You know, there's a foul right there. Then they go again.
He recently traveled to New York and tasted as many different burgers as he could get.
You know, I wonder if he had that one that is absolutely huge. It's very, very expensive.
No, I say that because the quality of beef in Argentina is so great that it's a little odd for them to try to go to the U.S. and eat burgers.
There's one hamburger, I think, in New York City. It costs, I don't know, I want to say $50 or so, but it's huge. Anyway.
With or without sales tax? Here we go. La Provitola drives, going left. Blocked by Gutierrez, and it belongs to Mexico. Great offensive play, and La Provitola continues to struggle going to his left.
Well, he continues, I think, to struggle because he takes it into the bigs. Sometimes he's a little bit too aggressive. And he takes it a little bit too far. He gets up in the air and a little bit out of control sometimes. I mean, but the kid has talent. There's no question about it.
He loses the handle, and he's fouled by La Provitola. 2 shots. Sergio Valdolmillos is from Granada, and they call him sometimes. Some of these specialized websites in Mexico call him the surgeon. He said that he had to do significant amputation and operations on the Mexican national team to replace what was an aging team. He is 46 years old. He is a professional of biological fundamentals. I don't know what that means at Granada University.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
Because I don't know what that means either. I do know that he's a pretty good basketball player. He's averaging about 15 points a game.
No, I'm talking about the coach.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Gutierrez.
It's an 11-point game. 1 minute to go in the third. Coco Mainoldi. Double teamed is Safar. They leave Mainoldi alone, and they pay for it.
Pick and pop. That's what Argentina does very, very well.
They are now 10 of 14.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Well, they're shooting very, very well, but they're also shooting with no pressure, nothing. Nice play. That tied by Mendez. Heard the whistle, continued on.
Safar fouls him.
To throw it up, falling away, but a little wide open. I mean, there's at least you gotta, if you're gonna run at him, you gotta put your hand up in his face.
Mainoldi's
to
2
try
of
to
4.
distract the shooter.
Mainoldi's 2 of 4 from behind the arc as Hernandez picks Uvalde Almillos. Mendez to the line. Makes the first. Orlando Mendez Valdez, born in San Antonio, 27 years old, played for Western Kentucky University and went pro with Halcones Jalapa in Mexico's Pro League. He's played 4 seasons with Jalapa, and he's an 84% free throw shooter. He made the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament with Western Kentucky in 2008.
He's got 11. He's had a fine tournament.
Gutierrez drives on Hernandez, and there's a little shoving and pushing between them. 2 old pros. Ten seconds to shoot. Argentina up by 12. 25 seconds to go. Safar with the bucket.
Argentina has a very nice out-of-bounds play where Safar lines up really in the paint area, comes off a screen with it using his left hand, catches the ball and shoots.
Mendez from the left elbow. It's good. Open shot.
Yeah, wide open shot. Really no help that time from the defensive center. Gutierrez, he was playing too far back.
Gutierrez in time, short though, and that's the end of 3. Argentina over Mexico by 12 at the end of the third quarter. Gutierrez now with 7 points and 10 rebounds, on his way perhaps to a double-double. Scola leads the Argentines with 19, 17 points for Hector Hernandez of Mexico. So we have Jamaica and Brazil. And Brazil will not have some of its rotation players available for this game.
Who would not be?
Rafa Hetzheimer.
Hetzheimer's not going to play? Yeah, that's going to hurt.
Tremendously against Jamaica in their front line.
Right.
Artur Silva coming off the bench. May not play. And at least they'll get Ruben Magnano back, who yesterday said that he believes that FIBA America essentially said he has it in for him. That he was suspended because he had 2 technicals, but then he was also fined because he didn't face the press. He didn't come out to the press. Magnano said this morning in Brazilian newspapers that he said to FIBA, look, this game dragged on a little bit. I have to speak to my team for a second. I'll be out in a few. Well, that wasn't good enough for FIBA, and they already fined him. And so there's a little bit of tension in that team. And it's a team that they thought that bringing the reserves was going to be enough. And they haven't tweaked the system to fit the talent they have here.
Well, they played very poorly this time. And, you know, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but there does seem to be some discontent among the players on the Brazilian team. They have not gotten any play out of the center position. So if Hetzheimer is going to be out, that's really going to be a factor. The team has not played with any kind of intensity or passion or urgency, but they better tonight.
Three-pointer by Roman Martinez to cut the lead
home.
now to 9. Alex Garcia told me yesterday that he essentially challenged the manhood of his teammates. We need to win like men. And Alex Garcia, he's the enforcer in that locker room. So,
well, he's the one athlete on that team. It's a non-athletic team. They have not played good defense. Alex does play very good defense.
Oh, look
wide
at Safar,
open.
wide open. La Provita La Song.
And Mexico just went to sleep defensively that time. They weren't ready when the play started, and they paid.
The lead is back up to 11. Just at the start of the fourth quarter. Gail Goodrich, Alvaro Martin joining you from the Palacio de los Deportes, a toasty Palacio de los Deportes with no air conditioning. Roman Martinez to Perry Mesa, and he trips and falls. The ball in Mendez's hand, back in Perry Mesa. New possession, new 24-second clock for Mexico. Ayon rests Lorenzo Mata in the game for Mexico.
Oh, great anticipation that time by Safar, putting pressure, almost intercepted the ball.
Hernandez, short, rebounded by Mata, and he puts it back in.
Great hustle work that time by Mata.
Against Scola.
Offensive boards, yep, there's Scola.
He's been,
the top of the key.
Launching threes, but not this time. La Provitola. Drive, right-handed. Mainoldi. Over to Scola. Goes left. Tries to go right, and he draws the foul for Mata.
Scola is very clever in there. He went left, and knowing that the defender was on his right side, then jumped into it a little bit and tried to put the ball on the right side of the rim as opposed to the left side. We're going to see him now. He goes left. Now he jumps back into him, creates the foul. It goes to the line. Very, very clever in there.
Ayon in for Hernandez.
A lot of moves underneath the basket. He's a real veteran. At 33, he's played and been very successful everywhere. Europe, EuroLeague, Houston, NBA All-Star, FIBA America's MVP, as you said, 3 times.
Can you imagine how Larry Bird is going to like Luis Scola and his work ethic as Martinez misses Mainoldi?
I'm sure that went into Larry Bird's thoughts when he went and signed him.
Campasso over to Mainoldi. Aprovitola just can't get himself free. Backdoor to Campasso, and he lays it in.
Mexico putting a lot of defensive pressure. When you get defensive pressure, you go backdoor. You get rewarded with an easy layup.
I tell you, that is an Argentine specialty. If you overextend your defense, they'll kill you with those backdoors. You just demoralize you. There's a foul by La Provitola on the screen with Ayon, as Espinosa seems to have recovered somewhat from that pop to the jaw that he took. 14 seconds to shoot. Mexico down by 11. Perry Meza is a young veteran in this team. Started at the age of 17 in 2005.
Going into, great play.
Can't finish though.
That time.
Ball's loose.
Yep, good
Argentina takes it. La Provitola over to Mata. And Mata is fouled by Perry Meza, and he's hurt. He took a shot.
Early offense for Argentina. But Mata had a great defensive play. Now here we see him on the break, going right to the basket hard. The foul is going to go to the line, but he really was created by the help from the weak side at the other end on Ayon. Mata came in and really made a difficult shot for Ayon. Missed, and then Argentina was off to the races.
2 shots in a possession, unsportsmanlike. That's one of those flagrant fouls for Perry Meza.
He fell away on that shot.
Yeah, Mata makes 1 of 2. You ask an Argentine of that group who's probably going to be an NBA player, and they'll say Mata. Mata, they say, has everything that Nocioni had and more. What he does not have is Nocioni's temperament.
The one problem, though, is he's 26 years old. And the NBA tends not to draft those players or to select those players at that age. They want the younger players with the potential that they can work with and develop. And Mata is an outstanding player, no question about it. But he's as he cuts from the weak side, gets the pass.
But he can't finish.
Yeah, he doesn't finish. He floats that ball up there.
Ball's loose. Stolen by Mata.
Yeah, there's Mata again. He's really a good player, but he's 26 years old. And the question is, how much better is he going to get?
He will play for Cajasol Sevilla in the Endesa League next year in Spain, the old ACB. Here comes Scola, and he's fouled by Mata. And 2 shots, no basket. 13-point lead. Slowly but surely, Julio Lamas and his team is pulling out. And Mexico calls the timeout. 6:54 to go. This is for the top of Group A. Who wants to be in first place? Mexico calls a timeout.
No quiero, si digo 5 abajo y meto un bloqueo que facilita la cosa. No situaciones, no
17 points for Hector Hernandez. He also leads them in rebounds. Ayon with 4 fouls, and so is Mata. That's trouble for Mexico. As we approach the last 7 minutes of the fourth quarter, in a 13-point Argentine lead right now. But Ayon is back out there with Scola. We talked about Scola being in foul trouble with 4 fouls, 7 minutes to go, and Ayon is in the same straits.
Well, you're right, but the situation is a little bit different right here now because Mexico is down by 13, so you need him in there. And with Scola last night, I felt that they were right there. And the other thing is that Argentina has they have more depth. And they can play without Scola, as shown last night when they came back from that 15-point deficit, where Mexico, I don't think, can play effectively without Ayon. He's just so much better. Now they're looking to post him up there to give him the ball, but he's their offense, and there's a great drop step.
But he can't finish.
Yeah, and I think that he's looking for a foul, and I think there definitely was a foul. The officials just did not call it. They let it go.
An offensive foul now by Mata.
Good defense
against Orlando Mendez.
Yeah, Mendez did a nice job of really getting in front of Mata.
Oh,
good,
yeah.
Good defensive play.
He knocked him with an elbow.
Yeah, Mata just turned right into him. Yeah. Good defense.
Hernandez inbound. You get the sense that the heat is really getting to these players by now.
Well, it's hot.
They're exhausted.
There's no question. This reminds me of the old Boston Garden in playoff time. It was just really.
As Hernandez makes a nice cut to the basket.
Hot and humid. Yeah. Ayon does a nice job passing to the cutting Hernandez that time. Ayon had the ball, though, very, very low in great position. Defense really difficult when you allow the offensive player that kind of position with the ball.
Mata to the corner. All alone is La Provitola. In and out. Rebounded by Ayon. Stoll brings the ball up court for Mexico. Over to Hernandez.
Not a lot of movement.
Just inside the arc. It's a long 2 for Hector Hernandez. Tough shot.
Does a nice job dribbling the ball to his right.
And
creates some space, steps back there against Scola. And he shoots it in.
And the bandage, as we look at the replay again, the bandage on Ayon's right thumb just came off. He has to retape it. 1, 2 steps. Just enough to get separation.
Yep, got a little separation, a little contact. Step back.
19 points for him.
Yeah, he's had a great game. Oh, here comes Campazzo running it up.
La Provita launches a 3. It's good. In line.
Yeah, early offense. But credit Campazzo for pushing the ball.
14 points lead for Argentina. Campazzo's not done. He almost steals the ball.
His quickness is just absolutely terrific. I want to see him play against
JJ Barea.
Yeah, and Carlos Arroyo. And I think Campazzo's going to give them everything they want.
Barea not having a good series so far behind the arc. Under 25%. Gutierrez, the 3, short. Stoll showed up, but couldn't keep the ball. And now it's Argentina's ball with halfway through the fourth. They're down 14. Mexico is.
Argentina in command.
Look, he left a dent out of that kick. And I think he's broken the right side of that panel. Hope he brought his checkbook. Look at that, look at that. Look, did you see the champion? It's on, and now it's off.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. The long arm of FIBA will reach into Paul Stoll's pockets for the Mexican Federation. Scola, cross court to Mainoli, behind to Campazzo. He drives. Oh, look at that pass. Mata makes the three.
I'll tell you, what a distributor, Campazzo. I continue to be impressed with his play.
I think he has to put a little sizzle, though, a little mustard on the hot dog here. Up and under.
Up and under, nice play.
And this time he finishes.
Yeah, he's a little bit too strong for Minota.
15-point lead. Argentina with the lead and the ball. Looking to pass. He gets himself into difficult spots on the court. Drive.
Kick, pass.
Bounce pass to Mata, and he stepped on the back line, on the sideline.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's a result of that three-point arc. And, you know, I always say, you know, if you're going to play, you got to stay on the court. But a lot of players do it. Now, look at that. That's a beautiful, beautiful square up and a beautiful shot that time by Mata.
Well, you know another Argentine who likes to be flamboyant with his passes who plays in the NBA.
Prigioni?
No. Ginobili.
Ginobili? Yeah, Ginobili's not.
Campazzo grew up watching him play.
Yeah, but Ginobili's not a point guard.
No, but his passes are spectacular.
Yeah, no, he is. He's special. There's no question he's special. But I tell you what, Campazzo is special, and he's only 22.
NBA player.
You know, I think he can. I think he's small, you know, at 5'10", but he's quick, he's tough, he challenges you, and he's got a great understanding of the game. Now watch, you give him the ball. Oh, there he is. I mean,
what a pass to Scola.
I mean, he makes things happen. I think he's definitely, I think he can play in the NBA.
I can tell you that at least one team that I know of is looking at his background, keeping tabs on him. I don't know how close they are to signing him or picking him up at this point. They've got their eye on Facu Campazzo.
Well, I don't know if they have to draft him. I think
or sign him. I said.
Yeah, well, he's
depending on his age.
Yeah, no, he's 22 years old, so I think he's eligible. I think anybody can sign him. The question is, you know, what kind of a contract does he have with his current team? But you know, I was also chatting with Pepe Sanchez, who, you know, of course, has played in the NBA and played for this Argentina national team for so long, and you know, we both talked about how impressive Campazzo is, and we both felt that he definitely can play in the NBA, and I think he can.
Can Sergio, as we look at Campazzo, the alley-oop between Scola and D'Elia, Mexico celebrating their three-pointers. Great game by Gutierrez. Espinosa played well until he got a shot in the jaw. Even Alberto Garcia is happy. Question for you was, as we resume play with 3:39 to go and a 15-point Argentine lead, can a coach like Sergio Valdeolmillos or Julio Lamas ever coach in the NBA? Or a younger version of them?
I can't understand.
They're very good coaches.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I think they are. I don't know that that's if they can or not.
Struggling with Mainoli. He gets the bucket on the foul.
Wow.
Mainoli had stopped play. It was like, okay. Look.
Well, Ion did a nice job. He continued on to play. I mean, that's an NBA play right there. Yeah, in answer to your question, I'm not that close to the NBA don't have to know whether either one of them can coach in the NBA.
Well,
but they're good coaches.
But to put differently, what would it take for some of these coaches, non-Canadian, to coach in the NBA? Oh, nice pass up front to Salem Safar. Cross-court pass. Mata can't handle it. Gutierrez tries to intercept, but it's out of bounds. Back to Argentina, 17 seconds in the possession.
Well, most of the NBA coaches have paid their dues as assistants. And you take these two coaches, and I just don't think that that's something that they would do after being head coaches. You know, assistant coaches make suggestions, head coaches make decisions. These coaches have made decisions, you know, and for them to become an assistant coach, I think it'd be very difficult for them to do.
Tough foul by Hernandez on Scola. Really tough foul. A little bit of frustration there for Hernandez.
Yeah, Scola, he did not like that.
No.
Hey, Scola's as tough as they come, man. He's been dishing it out all night. Come on. You know?
Makes the first one. Luis Scola, 9 of 13 from the line at this point. So Argentina looks to be the Group B champs.
Interesting enough, Scola only has 2 rebounds.
Nice shot by Stoll. Pressure from Mexico now. Mexico's last stand, 2:44 to go, 12-point difference. Safar right at the midcourt line.
Gutierrez putting some pressure on. Good step out that time by Hernandez. Then he gets back on Scola. Safar
drives, shoots, and it's good with his weak hand, his right hand. Now here comes Gutierrez. He touches the ball and he loses it. Again, another good play by Safar in the defensive end now.
He's a fine player. He really is. You know, he doesn't get a. When you talk about the Argentine team, you know, you talk about Campazzo, you talk about Scola, you know, you maybe talk about Mata, and Safar is one who he doesn't get a lot of mention, but he is solid. There's no question about that.
And fiery.
He's got 15 points tonight again. He was in double figures. He's been in double figures throughout this tournament. So he's a terrific role player and an excellent shooter, good defender.
Scola over to Safar, 7 seconds to shoot. He launches a 3, short. Rebounded by Gutierrez. Scola a little late. Oh, Gutierrez behind the back again. Attacks Mainoldi. It's rebounded and put back by the trailing Ayon. What hustle by Gustavo Ayon.
He goes to that offensive board. He sees an opportunity. There's a missed shot. He's right there to tip it in. And Gutierrez had a great individual effort going the length of the court that time.
Hernandez banging with Scola. Another foul.
And that time, Scola created everything there. I mean, Hernandez, I'm not sure where he was supposed to go, but that is typical FIBA basketball. A lot of contact at the post position.
Scola misses again. Free throw. 10 of 16. Makes the second one.
25 for the men.
13-point lead for Argentina. Gutierrez blocked and fouled by Mainoldi.
Gutierrez, nice quick move, just going right all the way to the hoop. Mainoldi coming over late. Picking up the foul. Gutierrez going to the line.
Jorge Gutierrez went to UCal Berkeley. Had longer hair. Cut his hair in Mexico. Still trying to make the NBA by playing at the Canton Charge. Played for 53 games this past season. And he almost made 80% of his free throws. He was drafted in the second round by the Canton Charge. And it split the season between Pioneros de Quintana Roo and the Charge. 3 by Roman Martinez, no good. Ball's loose. And Argentina takes it. 1 minute to go. Argentina will win Group B.
Up by 12.
Campazo. They rotate to Mata. It's good.
Yeah, extra pass, beautiful. Nice 3-point. Here comes Gutierrez. Going all
Euro
the way.
step, no good. Mata takes the rebound. And here comes Campazo. And the foul by Hernandez. And that, I think, may just be, no, that's his fourth. And Mexico reached the limit. So Argentina will go to the line with 37 seconds to go. Jamaica, Brazil coming up.
I'm interested in watching that game because Jamaica, which has not won a game, but they're so athletic. And they've got a couple of NBA players. Samado Samuels plays for Cleveland. Jerome Jordan plays for the Knicks. So they've got some individual talent. The question is, can they put it together and play together as a team? They're tremendously athletic, and Brazil is just, Brazil is
discombobulated.
Well, they're not playing well together, and they're not very good defensively. I don't think they're real quick. They're not fast. The question is, can Jamaica really, I think, can cause some real issues, and we'll see. And there's Safar with another outside, uncontested three. Manotti to Sapphire, and it's shooting practice right
18
now.
points for Salem Safar. 3 of 5 on 3-point land. And here's Campazo knifing through the defense as Mexico's exhausted. Gustavo Ayllón will end up this game with a double-double. 19 points, 10 rebounds. And that's the end of the game. Argentina wins Group B by beating Mexico 98-78. A 20-point win for the Argentines. Mexico is unbeaten no more.
Very impressive win, I think, for Argentina here.